All right, boys, today is April 21st, 2026. I'm going to hop into the trade recaps today. I took two trades today, one on XAU USD, aka gold, and another one on NQ. So I'm going to hop into the first trade here on gold. So coming into the weekly chart, looking at gold here, what do we see? We see that we had clear dump off and internal sweepage. So we're starting to have a little bit of a pullback into this weekly gap, okay? So looking at the 4-hour chart, what did I know coming into today? I knew that we were going to have to see a little bit of a pullback, okay? So, looking at this chart, seeing we're going to have to see a little bit of a pullback, I'm like, all right, let's turn the drawings on real quick, okay? So, coming into today, we knew that we were going to have to try and come fill this range around market open. I knew we were going to have a pullback and we were going to have to be bullish off of market open. How I knew that is because if we look at the 30-minute chart right here, we have this 30-minute BPR that price is seeking out. So I'm waiting for price to tap that BPR. And then what do we also have resting inside that? Go to the 5-minute chart. All of these drawings are going to look, they're going to make sense in a second here. We have this 5-minute internal low. So we have this 5-minute internal low inside of this 30-minute BPR. So scale down to the 1 minute. We get a sweep of that low at around 9:13, 9:12. And then we start to see change in state and delivery right here. That's our change in state. Get a 1-minute inverse. And then we start to see strong bullish indication that we want to actually try and start to sweep out some of these internal buy-side liquidities here. So what do I wait for? I want to wait for the highest time frame inversion I can get. So what do I do on this leg here, though? So I take the manipulation of this leg. So that's going to give us our extension levels where price is going to want to draw towards. So we have the negative 2.5 right here. So you can see we reject off the negative 2.5 and absolutely fell. So I have our extension levels. We have negative 2, negative 2.5, and negative 2.25. That's all laying within what? Within, let me get back over here. This 5-minute inverse fair value gap, along with these 5-minute internal highs, that is also resting within a 5-minute fair value gap. So I wait. Oh, sorry, let's go back to the 5-minute chart. I wait for our 5-minute inverse. We get a 5-minute inverse on this 9:35 candle. So what do? I see that 9:35 candle. That's our 5-minute inverse on this up move right here. So I wait for a pullback. What do we pull back into? I see. Okay. We got to pull back into equilibrium right here. Pull back into that inverse fair value gap, that 1 minute, and then continue displacement. So what did I do? I just waited for another change in state right here. Got another one right there. More confirmation that we're going to go long. And I caught a nice little 2.6R just targeting these internal highs and this internal high right here resting in this 5-minute inverse fair value gap up here. And also the negative 2. But I didn't take it all the way to the negative 2. Just wanted to take it up to this little internal 5-minute high right here. So that was the gold trade. Made around 2.6K on that. Now let's get into the NQ trade. You can see it's right here. This is my NQ trade I took today. So looking at NQ, once again on the hourly chart, I see, what do I see here? There's really nothing on the hourly, I'm going to be honest. So let's drop down to the 30-minute. Not really seeing much. 15-minute, okay. We have this huge 15-minute gap right here. Bang. Huge 15-minute gap right here. So let's make this a little bit more faint just so that we can see when we get down to smaller time frames. So that 15-minute gap and Asia low, London low is already getting swept out. So market opens, dump into Asia low, London low in this 15-minute gap now. So what do I want to see? I want to see us go bullish because we have this absolute dump leaving this 930 data wick, this 930 wick up here. So we had this 930 wick. We just dumped through London and Asia low, and we are in a 15-minute fair value gap. And then price start to reject, as you can see. So what do? I see that we start to reject. We're rejecting out of a 15-minute. We just swept session lows. So I take my fib from this high to this low. And what does that give me? My 0.5 and my 618 OTE. And as you can see, OTE rejected perfectly right there. And you could have caught your entry. So when I seen this, I was like, okay, NQ did not take this low right here. Let's see if ES did. Go to ES. Oh, look at that. ES swept the low. Just barely. So we have an SMT now. Now we have an SMT divergence, bullish SMT divergence, and we are holding OTE of this range here, right here. So we also have a 1 minute inverse fair value gap. 1 minute inverse fair value gap right here. So now we have a bunch of confluence stacked. Session lows get swept. 15 minute fair value gap. SMT at the lows, a bullish SMT at that. 1 minute inverse fair value gap. We are respecting this fib leg, this OTE. When we pull back, we are respecting this 0.5 equilibrium and that's 618. So once I see that, I want to take my entry. I take my entry, and all I'm doing is targeting a 1 to, but relatively a 1 to 2. I wanted to see if we could hold it all the way up to these 930 highs, which we could have. But once again, I was already up enough profit. I was just trying to secure a winning day. I was literally just up around 250 on the day on these accounts. So yeah, that was literally the whole trade. 2 trades I took today, 2,900, just shy of 3K. And yeah, boys, that was the entire trade that I took on NQ and the entire trade that I took on gold. Took the gold trade on my live account, and I took the NQ trade on my one funded account. I did not copy trade them because I was just on my phone, and I wasn't about to place the trade on Trade of 8. So nice little 1 to 2, around 1.8 R, right around a 1 to 2. Could have held. Full TPs got hit, but yeah. If you guys want to use my code at Alpha Futures at Funded Hero at Top 1, use them all. You can get some discounts on some funded accounts, and if not, that's okay. Join the free Discord. It's going to be linked below. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. I'm live on TikTok almost every day for free. And yeah, boys, that was the entire trade. Once again, follow me on Instagram. I'm the most active on there. And yeah, boys, I'm going to start doing these trade recaps like every single day. So have a great rest of your day, and drop the trade you guys took in the comments.